Hey guys, so here is a second video on this little 7-inch unbranded antique fan. So I got this fan last year, sometime in, I think, April or May, I'm not exactly sure. But I thought it was a good purchase. It was $110. But when I plugged it in to test it, I noticed how awful it was. So this was not the original condition that it was in, and it could have been better. So yes, like I said, I got this fan for $110 at the Clovis Antique Store. It's been a while since I've been there, so not sure if they got any new fans lately. And this is the second smallest antique fan I currently have. My first one being the 6-inch Zero fan that I have. I also got this fan that fan from the same place. I got it in November. I want to say November. Yeah, November. This one I got the same time I got the Westinghouse fan. And I had to spend like a total of $200 to get both of them. So here's the story on the condition of the fan that I got, that when I got it. So I'm sure you guys saw in a video how slow this fan ran when I tested it. But that was not the problem. That's not even the worst problem. The worst problem was the cord. You can see this, I bought this cord from Home Depot or Harbor Freight, because the original cord that this has was a cloth covered cord, and it was a cloth covered cord, and it was pretty cool, but it was frayed in a lot of different areas. And it wasn't that good to run on its own. And also the plug was also kind of dangerous as well. So, and it wasn't really a safe fan by then. So apparently I bought this new cord that does not have a fuse, and it's much easier to plug in and unplug. And it's actually also a lot longer too. It's probably around 10 feet. I mean, this is a pretty long cord for a fan this size, but it's better than the previous cord that it had. Now let's get a closer look at this fan. As you guys can see, there is no badge on it, so therefore it might have not had a brand. The blades, they do need to be balanced. I did balance the blades on my new Wizard fan, so I might do the same for this one. And I also might spray paint the blades as well. Only problem is that the blades are... This fan is nearly impossible to take apart due to the rivets on it. And you can see the paint on the base is pretty bad. Right there, yeah. I mean, this actually it's pretty decent on the front of the fan, but it's probably the second worst paint job fan. And it spins freely, and it was even spinning freely when I got it. However, it wouldn't get up to speed, and I thought it was a bad capacitor. But it just needed oil, and then bam, it just fixed itself. and it ran a lot faster. In my previous videos of this fan, I said it was a 6-inch, but now that I understand, I put my hand about it, and I have a 7-inch span with my hand, so this is a 7-inch fan. And then, yes, and no, if you're wondering, I'm not trying to do the popular brain rot meme. I'm not gonna say it. But this is a 7-inch fan. It's not a 6-inch fan. Anyway, so yeah. Here's the left side, right side, the back. And you guys can see it kind of looks like an old air raid siren from the motor. And you can even tilt this back. I think I need to loosen up the knob a little bit. Okay, that's not how you, I don't know if that's how you loosen it. I don't know. You probably get the idea. Probably not. But yeah, the paint job here on the motor is terrible. I used alcohol, and then that kind of rubbed the paint off, so yeah. I might spray paint it again, but yeah. The blades, I think they do need sanding before I spray paint them. But yeah, and you guys can see this is where we have to use this electrical tape right here to splice the cord back together so this is the starting of the cord where it comes out of the motor. And it was spliced, but then we joined it together. You can kind of see through here, right here, and then the rest of it is all together. I was worried if the electrical tape comes off, the fan wouldn't work again. But yeah, it's starting to come off over here. But this fan still works perfectly fine. And there's no issues with it now. Well, there's only one issue with it, and that is that the blades rattle a lot when you turn it off. Well, it used to do that a lot, but I don't know if it doesn't do it as much anymore. And I don't know if you guys can see it or hear it. You can probably hear it. There is quite a lot of play in the shaft. Well, not much, but it's still pretty bad, and that's why the bearings rattle. Might need to give it some more oil. I might as well do that right now. That's weird. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, this is it right here. I bought a 3-in-1 machine oil. And I'll just go ahead and just drop some onto the shaft. What? Oh, no. Okay, I need to get a better camera stand. Alright. I'll just do that. Anyway, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and just put like 1 or 2 drops, maybe like 1 or 2 drops of oil into there. And just rub it into the shaft like that. And also put some oil on the shaft too, around here. Okay, I don't know if that did much, but yeah. The blades are, I guess, removable if you remove the cage. Whoops, okay. Hopefully the oil will make it a little better, but I highly doubt that. I mean, it already spins freely, as you can see, but yeah, it's out of balance. I do need to probably tweak the blade a little bit. But anyway, so now I'll go ahead and plug it into to my power strip, and the power strip is off. So this fan has a switch, from the power supply. All right, so let's turn this little guy on. It's only got one speed, so here we go. I'm just going to adjust the camera real quick. It's also, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice how blurry it was. Okay, I think that's better. Oh, I didn't even know they expect us to run this fast. It's pretty powerful, but it's loud. It works really well. I'm impressed with it. Yeah, that's pretty good for being a cheap antique fan. Let me turn it around real quick. Oh, I didn't want to touch the blades. There's what it looks like from the back. And let's see if we can blow the plants. A little bit. Not as much as my GE Vortex would. It is really loud. Well, it's not the loudest AC can I have, but it's somewhere within there. I don't know why sometimes it likes to spin fast, but other times it likes to spin really slow for some reason. I never expected it to spin this fast. I think it's on 120 volts right now. I'm not sure exactly. Okay, this fan needs to relax, so here's on. I mean, I did oil it like a few minutes ago, as you guys saw. And hopefully the spin down will be better. Let's try it again. So yeah. I gotta say this fan is pretty impressive. I'm so glad I made a third video on it. So thanks for watching. Peace.